The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously. Hello one and all, Mickey here, and we're back and we're set to head out to that troop transport.
Contact detected.
I've got the soldiers ready to go. I apologise in advance if your name is in this list. You probably won't be coming back alive. But the troops I've selected are the best candidates for the job. Starting with Nerwal, our scout. Of course, we're going to need a scout for this troop transport. We're going to need as many infinite use skills that we can get. For example, infantry's light 'em up, sniper's squad sight, assault's run and gun, so on and so on, as opposed to a rocketeer or a medic who've got limited uses in their primary skills. Why Nerwal? Of course, because she has telekinetic field. We are so going to be making use of that. You have no idea. It's very powerful, sure, but it is only once every 5 turns. It has a 4-turn cooldown, so we have to be really careful on those off turns, but it does give us essentially a free turn, you know, unless we're fighting outsiders, a free turn to take pot shots all we want. Next up, we've got Lowry. He'll be going in with Close Combat Specialist as his random perk of rookie. He is Specialist, so he doesn't have any other skills, not that... Oh, that's right, yeah. I wish Lowry was at Concealment. It would make this mission so much easier. Unfortunately, he's not. Nothing we can do about that. Next up, we've got Bark the Gunner. Now, no offense to Bark, of course, but if Michael Frank was ready and not bugged out, I would choose him as a gunner. Why? Because run and gun will allow him to use an LMG and still be able to move. Sorry, still be able to shoot after moving. Because that's how run and gun works. It's basically run and gun bugs out like snapshot, but without the penalty after moving. So Michael Frank here would have been an incredible gunner for this mission. A new breed of gunner, in fact. An elite that not many gunners will be able to live up to. Even if they get the snapshot perk with a gunner, that'll still be good enough. They can move and use suppression. But run and gun with the gunner is just amazing. And I have no idea how many gunners they're going to be that get that. For now, Michael Frank isn't one of them. Next time we have a light mission, I'll bring him along. Then remove his perk there before the end of the mission. Then when we come back, I can turn him into a gunner. And then give him back his run and gun. But... nevertheless, Bark here is not a bad candidate. His rookie perk was low profile. I did decide to give him an LMG regardless. It's risky. His mobility is actually quite high, but still it is risky. But I decided we're not going to be doing any kind of breaches and clearing. We're not going to be fighting a flanking fight. We're going to have a stand-up fight, dealing as much damage as we can at a distance and trying to hold them off, basically. Of course, that means he can't move, he can't shoot after moving, but LMGs, like the marksman rifles in my modded version of Long War, has 40 range, which is about 9 tiles longer than default and about 2 or 3 tiles longer than what the standard Long War had set out for the LMG and the marksman rifle. Speaking of extended range, the battle rifle. I've reduced the range of the battle rifle because the range you put in the innie doesn't entirely equate exactly to how it works out in the game. I've reduced the range of the battle rifle from 35 to 34. As I said, the LMG and marksman rifles now have about 9 extra tiles of range. Even though I've reduced the battle rifle's range to 34, it still gets about 5 tiles of extra range, which is slightly more than I intended, but still it's better than it having 6, because that is a little bit over the top. Maybe after this mission, if I find it a bit too powerful, maybe I'll reduce it to 33 range, which should maybe decrease it down to about 4 tiles of extra range. I don't know, as I said, it doesn't equate properly. But nonetheless, extended range is something that Shades will have, because he has the Squad Sight perk that he got as a rookie. So he's definitely going in with Battle Rifle. He has 9 mobility. This is going to be a major problem. As I said, we're not going to be trying any kind of fancy flanks here. It's going to be a stand-up fight. We're going to try pick off anything we can at a distance and hold them off as long as we can for the snipers to do their work. Speaking of snipers, we are incredibly lucky to have 2 snipers with double tap. Owen Wilson won't be coming along because instead of double tap, he got heat. Again, very powerful. But mech isn't going to be the problem this mission. This mission is going to be dealing damage. So, we're going for the double tap snipers, which is going to be huge. If I didn't have snipers at all, I wouldn't be considering this mission the slightest. Having double tap snipers actually gives us a chance of getting through this mission potentially without any losses. I'll get to that when we get to the mission. But I think it's time we got a pet. Gerard here is going to be the first person to get a pet in the campaign, because I've decided that Snyder isn't going to get a pet. His other real choice is Disabling Shot. So why Disabling Shot over a pet? Because at this point in time, if I give him a pet, his chances will be between a sectoid and a drone. So it's either sectoid or a drone or Disabling Shot. Disabling Shot's not going to be incredible for this mission. Sure, there aren't any heavy mechs yet, but when we do encounter heavy mechs, I'm going to be so grateful I picked this, whereas a sectoid or a drone isn't going to be a game changer. Maybe in this mission certainly help out, but they will quickly fall off and not be particularly useful. Remember, the drones don't have any DR until the late game. They get it incrementally, probably from mid-game onwards, and they'll max out at 2 like they do in Vanilla Long War. And they have 20 flying defense, reduced from 30 like all flying units, including like any soldier with a jetpack. So yeah, it is going to be Disabling Shot, not Petmaster. I'm sorry, Snyder. If you had the possibility of getting a Thin Man Floater, or, God willing, a Seeker, I would seriously reconsider, but no. It's between Sectoid, Drone, and Disabling Shot. So Disabling Shot it is. That leaves Gerard here with the Diplomatic Immunity Medal. Bam! Petmaster, and your pet is going to be... I don't need the random.org website for this. Let's say heads is Sectoid, tails is drone. There we go. And we have got tails. Balls. Okay, drone it is then. So I forgot to mention while I was doing the video recording how the pets are going to work. How they're chosen, what happens when they die, who gets experience, so on and so on. So here's a quick rundown. As you can see, Gerard here could only choose from a sectoid and a drone, because that is all we've encountered. Outsiders don't get counted yet, they come into play later. After the first council mission, I will include whatever aliens we encounter. So on the first council mission, on completion, Thin Men will be included in that roster, and then the subsequent mission, Floaters and Seekers can be included. And I've tiered them in aliens that appear roughly the same time, generally within the same month. So sectoids and drones are in the first tier. In the next tier, we have Thin Men, Floaters and Seekers. Then we've got Chrysalids and Zombies that will be added to the roster after the first Terror mission. Then in the following month, Mutons. Then Exalt get added as their own tier. Then the month after that, Cyberdiscs and Mechtoids as they appear in the same month. And so on, as you can see by the pictures. And as for the ethereal in the image, I mean, that's just there for the sake of it, really. I don't think I'm actually going to let anybody get a pet ethereal. It doesn't actually make any sense. Unlike all the other aliens, they're not slaves. And not to mention, ethereals have access to the God button, please die, Psy Rift. So, yeah, the ethereal's there more just for aesthetics. Besides the fact that I think I worked out it is a 1 in 77 chance of a Petmaster perk rolling an ethereal after we've actually got that far into the game. The orders, I've got them here, may be wrong, but this is more for the sake of visualising how the odds and the percent chances will work when rolling what pet a soldier will get. As you can see from the images, as new tiers of aliens become unlocked, the previous tier will get like a +1 chance to be picked. So when floaters, thin men and seekers appear, drones and sectoids have double the chance of appearing. When chrysalids and zombies appear, thin men, seekers and floaters will have double the chance of appearing, and sectoids and drones will get +1 on top of that. And so on as all the aliens appear in their respective tiers. Tiers are kind of a way to separate them out into groups, so it's not just a simple case of adding +1 onto the chance of the previous alien. And no, just because one alien in a tier becomes unlocked doesn't mean they're all unlocked. So for example, the Thin Man, when they appear in the council mission, from that point onwards, they are added to the roster of aliens that can be picked, but the Seekers and the Floaters won't appear until the subsequent missions when they do actually appear. Essentially once we've killed them. Now before you ask, I know in the mission coming up, in the large alien transport, we all know that there are going to be a lot of aliens in there that shouldn't be there until, say, the following month. Don't worry about it, this is a very unique mission that is kind of out of order, so I'm going to be sticking to the plan. This mission won't count in terms of what aliens can appear when a soldier picks the pet perk. Honestly, this is really the only mission I can think of when this is going to be the case. So all subsequent missions where new alien classes appear, it will just follow the plan kind of laid out in the image, really. So what happens when the pet dies? No problem, that pet is dead for the mission. In the following mission that the soldier goes on, the pet's back, that's it. It's not going to be a one-off perk that when the alien's dead, that perk is gone and wasted and done. No, if the pet dies, it will just come back in the following mission when that soldier's back. No big deal. And lastly, to stop me from not wanting to have the aliens perform killing blows, I have done it in a way so that whenever a pet gets a kill, I'm just going to use the console to give the owner of the pet +20 experience, which is the minimum experience I believe a soldier can get from killing an alien. So essentially the pet is giving the master, its master, the experience that the pet would have got. Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, the pets will level up the same way the aliens do. So for example, sectoids, when we get to about the mid-game, when all sectoids get low profile, a soldier's pet sectoid will also get low profile. When drones get holo-targeting, then a soldier's drone will also get holo-targeting. And in case any of you are wondering, the reason why in these images the pictures are of alien leaders and not just aliens, I just did that for the sake of humour. No leaders will be chosen as pets. I don't think it's even possible to spawn a leader through the use of the console, but if it does happen, I'm just going to kill the creature or remove it and then spawn another one that isn't a leader. Because, I mean, can you imagine if someone gets a chrysalid and then I spawn on the map and it's a hive queen chrysalid? Yeah, that's just going to be kind of go my queen, kill all the peasants kind of deal. So yeah, no pets will be leaders. That pretty much covers it. I hope it wasn't confusing. Now, back to the mission. I was kind of hoping for a sectoid. I figured with a sectoid, the sectoid could mind merge, the snipers giving each of their double tap shots +25 to crit, which would have been huge. But it's not the case. You get a drone. Can I add it into your name somewhere? Let me just put a lowercase d there. Or does that look a bit too odd? Maybe at the end of your name. Can I put brackets? Apparently not. Well, I'll just remember you have a drone, that's fine. So yeah, you get the Diplomatic Immunity perk. It's a shame that the perk is imaged like a sectoid. I was kind of hoping it would be a sectoid. But nonetheless, it is a free pet. And if we get chrysalids on this map, a drone is going to be pretty handy. It's going to do fuck all damage, sure, but any damage that's free because it'll be flying against a melee unit is just that free. So Our loadout. So I've got laser sights on the snipers, of course, because they're going to have double tap. Laser sight on the infantry, again, because he's going to have basically double tap. He's going to have his light him up and his extended range. I've got 3 medkits, 1 being on the gunner. Only 1 ceramic plating, because I wanted to make sure all of my frontline fighters had 8 health, and they do. Now that Bark here has his ceramic plating. 1 motion tracker, just to so we can keep tabs on all the pods around us, and there will be a lot of pods. And 1 battle scanner, just in case there are seekers, because I really don't want seekers to get through the front line and screw up our snipers. Other than that, we're just rocking 2 HE grenades to blow up what little cover we can blow up, and 1 puny flashbang for those emergency cases when I think we're going to die. So, we're set to go. I've been doing a lot of research, shall we put it, or simulations, but I'll talk about that in the mission. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Maybe I left the oven on. Sorry, I was considering giving Shades here a shotgun, but that would reduce his aim, his mobility even further from 9 down to 8. And my fears are that if we do have to run, say for example we get a little bit later into the mission, halfway through, we're starting to push forwards and we get a pack of chrysalids, or we accidentally engage the outsiders, triggering them, and we need to retreat quickly, Shades is going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble. So I think we're set. I don't think I've got anything. Let's go.
Strike 1. We're heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. Reports indicate a UFO set down in a sparsely populated area. We need to stay sharp and eliminate the invaders.
Bradley, shut up. Yeah, so the mission is called Epic Hour. This is going to look extremely strange on YouTube as the title, because it is not going to be an hour long, I can assure you. But epic it might be.
HQ, this is Big Sky.
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike 1, you are green to deploy, with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is extreme.
Okay, I have flown around the map a few times with Big Sky and pointed out the best location for an LZ. Given how god-awful this map is, I need it to be the most defensive location with the longest sight range. So I've picked one of the corner pockets. And this one I think will be the best because it has the log on the left hand side, offering at least a little bit of line of sight blocking if I move over to the right slightly, and give me as much long range shots, so many long range shots with my sniper as I can get. No idea how it's actually going to work out, but I've gone with this landing zone. So, the simulations I have been running. I have started nearly 20 new campaigns in Impossible Dynamic War just to get troop transports to appear in the first month. In total I got about 4, but the good news is I got some very good intel. In each one of those 4 troop transports that landed, I got exactly 7 pods, not including the outsider pod, the command pod, 7 pods, each containing 4 units, and the crew always comprised of, no higher tech level than, sectoids, drones, thin men, floaters, seekers, chrysalids, no zombies surprisingly I thought there would be, no mutons, which I was worried there might be, and of course the outsider. So I know exactly what to expect on this mission, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, every single one of those troop transports that landed as well had exactly 34 enemies on them. So that's 7 pods of 4 each, and 1 pod of 6 outsiders, which is going to be fucking terrifying. On one of the attempts that I had, on one of the troop transports that landed, the command pod was 2 thin men and 4 outsiders, which I hope to God it is the case this time, because thin men are much easier to deal with than outsiders, especially when using snipers. But I think we've talked long enough. It's time to set up shop and get going. Okay, so motion scanner. First motion scanner of the episode, or of the series. Nothing in range. Now there's a pod in range. We have got a pod dead ahead of Nerwall. We need to get as many people in positions as we can get. Bark here has low profile, so he can happily set up shop pretty much wherever he wants to be honest. That can do. Snyder and... oh, right, the pet. Oh, I forgot to delete the D. Well, it is a drone, nonetheless. So, drop drone and 1. So here we have Gerard's drone. The first pet of the series. A little bit underwhelming, sure. But against chrysalids, it might come in handy. Remember, he only gets 40 defense while 20 defense while flying. And unlike the enemy flying units, I actually need to be aware of fuel consumption because my drone is hopefully going to last a hell of a lot longer than theirs. So, Sniper, Gerard, you've got more health than Snyder, so you can move up a little further. Snyder, you can just sit there. Now, Shades, I don't want to put you to the left on this heavy cover tree. That is a little bit too dangerous for you, so I think that ramp isn't cover. I think for now I'm just going to put you at this log.
On the move.
And Lowry, you can move up as well. And Drone, I don't really have a name for you. I'm sure in the comments you guys are going to pick a name for Gerard's drone here. Remember, if he dies, he will just come back in the following mission that Gerard's on. Yeah, write in the comments what you think the drone should be called. The one that gets the most likes will be picked with my discretion. So yeah, drone, you can just move up. Yeah, of course you don't have Overwatch. That's fine. You can steady your weapon. Everybody else can Overwatch.
To Overwatch.
Ah, that pistol Overwatch.
Got eyes on.
And here's our first pod. And there is a zombie.
This specimen is nothing like the others.
Seems like they've got one of everything.
Well, at least a pistol shot here. What else have we got? Sectoids. I didn't hear anything other than sectoids, but we do have 3 chrysalids and a zombie. And in those 4 other attempts, I did not encounter a single zombie. I thought there should be a zombie. I really did, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, so there is a chrysalid here. So from the high ground, I should be able to shoot him, and 2 shotguns should be able to do the trick. You don't have a shot on anyone. You've got a shot on that zombie. Damn it! Okay. Oh, this isn't going well. So the snipers only have... well, the one sniper has a shot on the zombie, as does the gunner, and he's got an LMG, so we can't move. You have shots on the 2 back chrysalids. And you, Mr. Drone. Let's get you flying. Okay, there we go. So, how am I going to deal with this? The zombie is not an issue next turn, or this turn. These chrysalids very much are, though. Telekinetic field is of no use at the minute. Flashbang can be handy, but I really don't want to go there right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think maybe with the flashbang, Shades should be safe, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. Shades, please don't miss. No, I said please don't miss. I need you to not miss. 67%, come on. Okay, well, that's something. Okay, drone. Oh, right, yeah. If a pet gets the kill, then I'm going to use the console to give whatever soldier it was 20 experience. Just 20 experience flat. That's the lowest they'll get for making any kind of kill. Otherwise, I'm going to feel that I shouldn't use pets to make kills, or they're just leeching experience. So, drone, I need you to deal 3 damage. Can you do that for me? Wow. I don't have a name for you yet, drone, but you are doing good. Really, really, really good. Okay, so Gerard, give XP 20. Okay, so Gerard has got 20 extra XP from that. This isn't going to go well if I can't kill that chrysalid. Well, let's go with what we've got first.
I'm on it, Commander.
Whoa, let's not use a pistol. Okay, Nerwal. Please kill it. Okay, at this point, I am going to have to pray that Lowry's close combat specialist saves us.
I'm on it, Commander.
How much aim have you got? Rookie aim. You have got rookie aim. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. I really wish someone other than my scout and my assault had a HE grenade. Unfortunately, is not the case. Oh man. Yeah, with 8 health, everyone's in range to be killed by a chrysalid. They can also survive a hit from a chrysalid. But, oh man, I really don't want to risk that. Anyway, so Gunner has got the least accuracy. I prefer to have the snipers on Overwatch. Let's see what kind of damage you can do. That's good. Can you finish it off? I don't know if you can Overwatch after shooting with double tap. I don't think you can. So, Snyder, finish him off. Better than nothing. And you didn't get your double tap. I don't know why you didn't get your double tap. Okay, so Lowry, please, please, please save us. I don't have a medal for you. Well, you'll be getting a medal on this mission anyway. If I had a medal for the entire mission hinging on you, I would give it to you. Gerard, if you could help him out, please, with an Overwatch. Larry, for the love of God, save us. No, no, CCS! Okay, 1 down. Excellent. Come on, Larry. Larry, come on. No! Oh, God. My heart. Okay, we got more lids. We've got more lids. So that is 1 pod down. And another 30 enemies to go. Another 6 pods, another 30 enemies. Not including the outsider pod.
Back online.
Rock and roll.
Let's rock.
Rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still hearing chrysalids and sectoids. No, I haven't heard any thin men, floaters. I wouldn't be able to hear seekers anyway. Thin men, floaters, drones. I think that's it. So, is it possible the other 6 pods are sectoids and chrysalids? Yeah, guys, if you're not a fan of cheese and or spam, you're not going to like this mission. It's the only way I'm going to get out of it without taking losses. I'm going to serve up a hearty meal of cheese and spam. Chrysalids to our left. And the moment we stop cheesing and spamming, people are going to die. Oh, Lowry, you have no idea. You have saved this mission. I mean, the mission is by no means over in any shape, way, or form. You're already a legend, damn it. And there I thought it would be Nerwal's telekinetic field that would be overpowered. Nope, just Lowry. Okay, so we have got chrysalids on our left. Just wondering how best to set up so people actually have shots. Because that's what I'm worried about on the left-hand side. The front, not so much, because there's more range, but on the left-hand side, it's quite awkward. And although they're not going to be able to jump directly up this log, they can jump up here and then just run across. Shades, if I put you here, you're not going to reveal, are you? Good. Let's add an LMG to the mix. The sniper team. You know what? If we encounter sectoids, that's not a big deal. It's the chrysalids I am more afraid of. So I'm going to leave you guys out in the open. And Lowry, you can move up as well.
I'm on the move.
There. Like I was no.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I only have 2 motion scanners left. I need to save one for the outsiders, although I do have a battle scanner as well, in case if there aren't seekers, then I can use a battle scanner for the outsiders as well. See where they are. Can I land you on that log? Yep. Okay, Overwatch. You guys can't Overwatch. That's fine. Steady your weapon. Everybody else can Overwatch.
Aye, Amanda.
Oh yeah, the LMG can't Overwatch either. And neither can the drone. I was wrong!
Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Good shot, Shades. That is really going to help. Please, please be in range of the LMG and the sniper. Oh, that's not good.
Missed.
Whoa! Okay. Oh, that's terrifying. That last chrysalid is down here. And you guys are a bit close. Oh, you still got good shots. Fucking hell. Yeah, you got good shots. That's alright. Okay, so my mobile troops are the drone, scout, assault, and I prefer not to move the infantry. So let's start off with the worst shots. 83 and 79. And you both have double tap? Good. Let's start off with the 79s. Good work. The drone... 3 damage. The drone could potentially finish him off. A bit uncertain about it though. The drone could also deal 2 damage. 77. Excellent work. Okay, the drone can definitely finish you off. Let's get the LMG going. 94. Yes, nice. Okay, Shades, if you would. Yeah, the drone can help out with the one down below. If you would. 86. Actually, second thoughts. Let's have you on Overwatch in case the chrysalid pod on the left reveals. You know, I had, out of the 4 troop transports I had, only 1 had more than 1 pod of chrysalids. And this one seems to have 3. Of course, there's no way of me having known that. So yeah, you can't Overwatch after double tapping. But yeah, might as well have the snipers use their double tap on the chrysalid, and Shades can use his Overwatch in case another chrysalid pod comes along. So we'll take these 57s and 53, I think it was. Nice work. Who was that, Gerard? Yeah, that was Gerard. So this last chrysalid, you're just here.
Head in there now.
Hi, how you doing? Larry wants to say hi. Say hi, Larry. Where's that drone? Drone, I think you should finish this off. 84. 4 damage, not bad. Okay, so where is Gerard? You get some extra extra XP. There you go. Okay, so another pod down. We're really, really not doing bad. Whoever's left can go into Overwatch.
Aye, aye.
And Snyder, well, I mean, you can't really do anything. But hey, I'm not going to criticise double tap. It is going to be incredibly handy on this mission. What else we got? Sectoid? Just Sectoid.
Moving.
Let's have everybody reload again. As I said, I'm going to be very cautious on this mission. No, we've got chrysalids. And they are in fact to our left.
I think I heard something.
You know, I'm really, really surprised there are no floaters or thin men. I mean, there could be seekers, but I don't think you usually get seekers with a chrysalid or sectoid pod. They usually come with either mech or thin men. Okay, let's move up. Let's move up with Larry, yeah, with your CCS. I can't believe when you got, when Larry got CCS as his rookie perk, that would have saved this mission.
Okay.
That was unbelievable. Okay, everybody Overwatch. Except the drone, you can just sit there. Where are you? Oh, there goes a Mel to our left. You know, I wonder if I set up all my troops here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would that mean the chrysalids can't attack me? Because they can't jump up this ledge because the tree's in the way. There'd be a line of people here and one here, and they can't actually stand on the log to attack me as well. If I get overwhelmed, that is definitely something I'm going to consider. And speaking of jumping over that log, if you would know,
Move out.
go join her.
I'm rolling. Moving out.
And let's move up our squad.
GV. Position confirmed.
Come with some.
Ice field commander. Ice field commander.
Anybody that's moved, I can't believe half my squad can't move and shoot. Okay, yeah, the chrysalid pod is very close on our left. I think maybe just in the doorway of that ship.
You hear that?
No, well, I really don't want you to drop down, so let's move. Here we go. Okay, how are we looking? We are looking good. We've got double tap ready on both snipers. Everyone can see something, at least. Let's start with Snyder. You can see the least amount of units. So 94, that is really good. Do it. Actually, okay, Siku. I think the closer one is the one that you can't see, but hey, you got shots, take them. 4 damage. I think that's minimum damage with a sniper rifle. Okay, well, considering CF 5 health, go for it. 94%. Nice work.
Hostiles pacified.
Nice work, Snyder. Okay, Gerard. You can go for the further one, I think. Can you shoot from behind that tree? No, you can't. Okay, well, that's fine. Screw it. Okay, drone. I'm entrusting you with this. Very important. 50-50. Do it! Oh. Well, never mind. Okay, so I can't remember whether the battle rifle or the sniper rifle does more damage. I didn't change the damage from vanilla Long War, so screw it, that's fine. Shades, 67% if you would please. No. No, no, no.
Enemy still alive.
Yeah, he is. Now I'm getting worried. Now I'm getting worried. Okay, so Noble, you can shoot first. 94. Good damage. Bark, if you would. Please kill him. Very nice. Now, Gerard. 72. Your last shot, please don't miss. Very nice. Cannot believe how many crystals we're getting this mission. I mean, judging by the sounds we've got, that we've heard, it's only been sectoids and chrysalids. So, I mean, what does that mean? The other 4 pods on the map are either sectoids or chrysalids? The other 4 troop transports that I had were quite well evenly spread out between all of the alien classes. Thin Men Floater, Seeker, Chrysalid, Zombie, or not Zombie, Drone and Sectoid. Where are you going, Zombie? Yeah, I'm not going in there after you. That's not going to happen.
Affirmative.
Okay, Drone, you can reload because you can't Overwatch. Everybody else can Overwatch. I am not going in for that zombie.
What's making that noise?
Because I'm not sure if these zombies that are part of pods turn into chrysalids after a timer. Yeah, I'm still not buying it. Whenever you're ready. How much you want to bet after a few turns he'll just burst out of that cargo hold as a chrysalid? Okay, let's start reloading some shots. You've got 2 shots left. You've got 3 shots left. Yeah, you don't need to reload. Okay, let's start with the battle rifle.
I'm ready.
Everybody else can Overwatch. The drone can just sit.
I don't think we're alone out here.
No, we're definitely not. 1 zombie left. 4 pods on top of that. And potentially 6 outsiders. At least a command pod of 6. Next up to reload. Okay. I need to know
On the move.
if
Affirmative.
there are outsides inside that cargo hold. And Shades is the one with the battle scanner. The outsiders can be in here or on the far end of the ship in the control room. They're typically in one of these 2 places. They could also appear on the roof or pretty much wherever the hell they feel like it.
Position confirmed.
But if we activate the outsiders, that's it. I'm done with this mission. I'm out. And this is our 1 battle scanner. Oh man. Doesn't exactly reveal the whole cargo hold, does it? Okay, I'm going to hold off on that just yet. And drone, time for you to shine. I'm going to peek bit by bit with that drone, just to reveal the zombie. Who needs next reload? You do.
Got it covered. It's killing time.
Rock and roll.
Spend 1 more turn just to be safe.
What's making that noise?
Okay, so the nearest enemy is definitely in there. But is it the outsider? Or outsiders? Not to mention, if I do come here with Shades to throw his battle scanner, how far could I move? So remember, Shades has got 9 mobility. And he has to run all the way back to the extract if we trigger the outsiders. Which is exactly what I'm going to be doing if we do trigger the outsiders. Let's move up a little bit more with the drone. Okay, nothing yet. I mean, as it is, it'd be a waste of the mission if we do trigger the outsides and have to leave. But everybody can make it to the extraction. I don't care about pets getting to the extraction ever. I'm not bothered by that. Pets can stay behind. Gerard, don't worry. Shen will make you a new drone when we get back. Oh, there he is. Or there he was. I heard him. Can you fly back a little bit? Get a better angle. There you are, you cheeky little shit. There could be outsiders right up against this fog of war. And you're trying to bait me into them. Okay, well this zombie clearly doesn't turn into a chrysalid after a time limit, because he would have already. Nobody else has a shot on him. But drone, I may have asked for a sectoid when Gerard got his pet. But you are definitely coming in handy, especially with so many melee units on this mission. I really thought a drone would be f***ing useless, but nope, 80% to hit. I don't understand the physics of what just happened, but you know what? It's a free shot. No one can hurt you up there. See what the zombie does. Here we go. Now you're dead. Oh, nice. I think Snyder got that one. I won't be able to tell until after the mission. That worked out beautifully. Can I have you fly back a little bit? Because I want you to land. Drones do have a limited amount of fuel. Something you rarely see the alien units do is run out of fuel, but they do have limited fuel. So, 3 pods down, 4 to go, and then the nightmare that is the outsiders. So what else we got? Sectoids. Okay, let's set up in that previous position.
Copy that.
Wow, you really can't move far, can you?
Running.
No worries.
Moving out.
Running.
Overwatching.
And yeah, you guys can just steady your weapons. And drone, you can just sit there. Okay, so where's the nearest pod? We do have thin men. Okay. And it does... They're on the other side of the ship. That is fine. I'd be very surprised if it was as easy as melee units and sectoids. Not that crystals were easy, especially what happened on the first turn.
Affirmative.
But for now, I'm going to continue aiming forwards. If the thin men approach, then I'll deal with them. There's not a lot of cover here, so if they want to approach from this side, they can. And they can take the roof. Again, they don't have much to do up here. Besides get the high ground on me, but you know what I mean, there's not a lot of cover. I think Nerwal and Lowry have the same mobility, yeah. So let's send Nerwal up ahead. How much mobility does the drone have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Nerwal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, the drone can follow, at least just a little bit.
Affirmative. Scanning.
So yeah, the nearest pod is definitely those thin men. It might be a bit yeah, they're definitely on the other side of the ship. It might be a bit reckless of me to ignore the thin men and start pushing forwards, but I do not want to head inside this cargo hold. Typically, in my experience, outsiders tend to spawn, if they have a choice, on the further end of the ship from where you are. Usually. That is not always the case, and when it's not the case, it can end up being in a wipe or a retreat. So let's hope for neither.
Heading out.
Heading out.
I don't really want to leave my snipers alone here in case the thin men do come for me. But Shades here is really giving away our position.
Affirmative.
That's fine. I'll just angle them round.
Aye, aye.
If we encounter sectoids up ahead, we've got a lot more firepower against them and range, but it's a thin men I'm worried about, so this is fine. Actually, in fact, maybe
I'm on it, Commander.
swing the snipers around as well, just in case it's the thin men that approach.
I'm on it.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
And in case anybody's wondering about the overload ability, same damage as a grenade, I think, not even an alien grenade, same damage as a normal grenade. Something you may not know though, is that it doesn't actually kill the drone. It does 3 points of damage to the drone. So I could probably, I'm not actually going to test it obviously, but I could probably do an overload and have the drone not die. So it's, you know, a handy grenade in case I need it. We've got a lot of concealment here, and we've got range as well. So
Position
let's just
confirmed.
move up straight into the open.
Solid copy.
Yeah, I am really worried about those thin men. I might, if I clear this area, move my snipers up. Maybe go from one end of the map to the other. Because there are still 4 pods active. That is basically a heavy mission, not including the outsiders.
Aye, aye.
And floaters! So yeah, this mission is turning out to be more varied than I had originally thought. If I go up here, what's going to happen? I'll be able to fall back into concealment. If there are floaters here though, they can just flank me. Let's head over
On
here
the
then.
move.
But it is very good that I got those chrysalid pods out of the way. That is really, really handy. Having one of those pods show up when you're already fighting can be fatal. I mean, God, we barely killed that first pod as it is. If not for Lowry, we might be coming back without a soldier or two. And the aliens might have an extra zombie or two.
On hold.
Okay, can I find out where that nearest pod is again?
Eyes peeled.
Covering now. Surveille le coin.
So it is the floaters, and
You hear anything?
they may be in here, in this cargo hold, maybe on the roof, maybe further back. I don't know, I'll have to move up a little bit closer. As long as I can run back into concealment, then I'm okay with it.
Heading out.
Bring everybody up.
Affirmative.
The drone can come along, even though he's got slightly less mobility, simply because he can run behind a tree and not be targeted. Because like mech, they don't peek out from cover, because they don't use cover. So yeah, it sounds like these thin men don't appear to be moving. And whatever pods that were patrolling into us have already done so. I mean, look at all of this. So glad we've already engaged this.
Eyes on.
Okay, no, well, if you would. You may not remember in the previous episode I mentioned a part of the map where if you drop down from you can't climb back up. This is it. This gorge, or what the hell it is, it's all high cover, double height wall. If you drop down here, Or even worse, here you have to loop all the way around to get back up. Which can be quite handy if you're engaging aliens here, because you can trick them into falling down here and they can't retreat.
Heading out.
I'm on it, Commander.